welcome to Hebraic Awakening, and I wanted to just rehash a video that I did prior during this same time. And it is so funny because I was looking at the prophetic significance on the calendar and had forgot that I did it around this same time last year. So the Most High has really impressed upon me, I think since we came into the month of Elul, how I need to really press in and declare over my household and be consistent about it. And now I'm listening to my own video and realizing, after hearing what the Ruach is saying, that, we're entering, after our high holy days, we're entering into our last harvest and our high holy days. However, right after we finish celebrating, guess what? We have the season of the witch. So for me, I believe that this is a civil new year. We have walked through the door of 5784. And for my household, it is a war going on spiritually before we can get through the door. And it started right when we got to the month of Elul, like the 6th month. And I mean, it has not let up. And, me and my husband, we can feel that we're going to walk through this door and there's going to be new opportunities, new relationships. And we have to get mentally and spiritually ready for this season. However, the distractions and the delays are like nonstop. And we know, we can feel that there is a breakthrough of us walking through this door that will basically change our lives forever. So I wanted to share the reasons why it is so important to declare. I've already done a video talking about declaring, talking about the prophetic significance of our calendar. And so I will include that in this video as well, or include it, in the description box. And what we have to understand, that declaring is not just, a Christian cliche. Declarations, if you listen to that video, that's a heavenly, spiritually thing that's going on. All right. Declarations help to shape your atmosphere and your territory. There is spiritual activity that's surrounding your particular territory. However, we are distracted and are not governing our territories. And that is what the Most High got on me about. There is so much spiritual activity and you're not governing your territory as an intercessor, as a prophetic intercessor. You're not governing and guarding and watching like you're supposed to. You being lazy. And what is yours, you're going to be distracted and delayed when sometimes you don't have to, because you are being lazy, and that is the revelation that I am getting. And how do I know that? Because when I self-corrected, there's one thing that I have been praying for years. And when I self-corrected and got back, in line with declaring into my month, boom, that stronghold, that strong man that had a lock on my prayers, I mean, it is like it has to let go. And I'm watching it let go, and I'm watching what the Most High is doing in that area. And I'm like, wow. So I don't want to speak too soon on it because, we are still in warfare. However, we have to understand how powerful our words are. Because the Most High has made us as speaking beings. Remember, we are created in His image and in His likeness. We are co-creators with Yah. So that means that He gave us a voice, speech, intelligible speech, sound, right, to produce, right? And we must declare and announce the laws to govern our territory. Kava means to show in Hebrew. And this word is connected to declaring because it helps us to understand what we want to see in the earth by how we live. Psalms 19, it lets us know that there are things that need to be uncovered because they are hidden, right? The heavens declare the glory of Yah. The skies proclaim the work of his hands. Day after day, they pour forth speech. Night after night, they reveal knowledge. Okay, so prophetically, this is telling us, you have to watch the other video, this is telling us that there are things hidden, right, in the heavenlies. And it is up to us to be in tune with those things and to have discernment and to have an ear to hear what the heavenlies, it is nothing but Yah, what they are speaking, right? And so when you are awakened at night, as I stated in that video, and you like, I can't sleep, maybe it is for you to hear what to declare, because some things that are hidden need to be uncovered. Words, they are not lifeless. Words shape and build. We all know this. I mean, speak to someone negatively over and over again. If you have been a victim of abuse, you know that if someone speaks negatively to you day after day, year after year, those seeds are going to take root and they are going to produce a horrible harvest, right? Of emotional instability. So words do shape. It is highly important to know Torah so that you can know what to say. So this is why I am adamant about trying to understand Torah the best way that you can, so that if you get this knowledge dropped in your spirit, because we love to say, well, by the spirit I live. Okay, which spirit? So we got to be careful with that, because a lot of us, are heavy-handed on the spiritual and don't know no Torah. And it goes hand in hand. Why? Because there are other voices that speak to you. Okay, and you have to know the voice of Yah when he speaks to you. And the best way you're going to distinguish his voice from others is by knowing Torah. So you have to know what to say. Okay, the calendar. Our calendar. It gives us seeds or words to plant in our territory, right? Because remember, our calendar is governed by the Hebraic letters and numbers. And so when you look those letters up and what they mean, and you look the numbers up and what they mean, those are words, those are seeds that you speak into your month. All right? Time that is given to us is like a fertilizer, and the ruach is the water. The calendar specifically tells us what to focus on month by month, season by season. So it's very important for us to declare into our months. So when you understand boundaries and you do your own study on the word boundaries found in Torah, you're going to find that boundaries, they give you limitations, right? They create these boundaries, these limits around your specific territory. So these limits, they create your territory. They separate people. They separate identities. They separate responsibilities. They separate and give privilege and favor. Boundaries help us to control other territories and other jurisdictions that he has given us authority over. So let me make that clear, that he has given you the authority over certain jurisdictions and certain territories. And you have to know that. And the only way you're going to know that is through prayer, is through intimacy. All right. So Hasatan cannot come into your territory that the Most High has set limits around. He has set boundaries around, and come and mess with you unless you are distracted, unless you are not on the wall watching, unless you are just haphazardly, just going about and not thinking that you have to pray, that you have to declare, that you have to intercede. All right. And when you understand your specific territory, that is where favor is granted in your territory. That is where privilege is granted in your specific territory. Now, when you go out of your territory, if you can't find no favor and everything is messing up, you need to ask, am I moving out of my territory? Have I moved my boundary? Have I moved my neighbor's boundary? Let's talk about that. Okay. And if the enemy comes into your territory and you are governing it, Yah will fight for you. He will most certainly fight for you. So we don't have to worry about it. But we must understand how important it is to pray, to declare, to intercede. And that has always been the number one thing lacking in any ministry I've ever been in: prayer. People just don't think prayer is important. They think you can pray in your head. You can, because he hear your thoughts. He know your thoughts. However, he created you as a speaking being, and you are a co-creator with him. That means that he has given you this territory, this earth to manage. And we're dropping the ball. We're dropping the ball. So I just wanted to share that with you all as you go into your months. If it is something that the Most High said that you can have, or he said that you will receive a breakthrough, and you're just not receiving it, and that it's close, you need to continue to press in and declare. I make my declarations out. I write them out so that I can be saying the same thing all the time for those 30 days until the next month. And then I write out some more declarations. Right? And so you have to put your ear to the mouth of the Most High so he can tell you what to say and speak over your territory. Because I do share my declarations, and I share them sometimes when I think that it will help the whole. But he has specific declarations for you, a specific Torah for you to govern your territory. So it's important for you to hear what it is that the Most High wants you to declare over your territory. Let's learn how to govern our territories. All right, until the next video. Shalom, everyone.